Good morning and happy Sunday. And of course, happy New Year. And that's what today's question is all about of how do I make a New Year's resolution or goal and succeed? When we're motivated by this, we want to set goals. But we also know so many people dislike New Year's resolutions because they simply don't work. We fail, essentially. And so I want to set us up to succeed a little bit. If you are one of those that you do want to set a New Year's resolution, otherwise known as just a goal, hopefully to be a tangible goal from today's segment. So the reasons why we fail with pretty much any goal, let alone New Year's resolutions, is because we're terrible predictors at our own happiness. And this is called miswanting. We focus on obtaining things or stuff instead of experiences. So you may get a mini spike of excitement when you purchase something, maybe even if it's a big purchase, but we all know it wanes. That excitement wanes very quickly, and that absolutely sucks. Another thing we want to focus that we often lends itself to miswanting is we want all positive experiences instead of having compassion for ourselves and self-acceptance, which means we lessen the self-critic, and we're all bad at that. And so my question to you is, do you talk to yourself like you would your best friend? Or if you have children, do you talk to yourself like you would your children when you're trying to uplift them and be encouraging and supportive? And that's a way that we need to get better at talking to ourselves. We often wish for one big trip instead of breaking them up across the year. Tons of research says if you break them up across the year, we're way happier, way more satisfied. And we often presume we won't be able to handle any kind of life crises, such as divorce or losing a job or losing a loved one, when we are way more resilient than we think we are. And the list goes on and on that can lend itself to miswanting. And so if you want to make your resolutions or goals work, this is what you need to focus on. Align your resolutions with your core values. And another thing would be to focus in on why this goal is important to you. A lot of people have a goal of healthiness. I want to be more healthy. What about the healthiness is getting you up and showing up? Is it because you want to sleep better, have less headaches, you want to move around better? Those types of things, not so much of I want to be thinner or fit in that sense. Make it really tangible. The goal needs to be intangible, such as use the 1 minute rule instead of the 10-minute rule. Everyone can do something for a minute. And so if I stay with the exercise, if you're already active, for instance, maybe it's the number of days you want to increase, maybe it's from 2 to 3. But then you want to make plans A, B, C, D. What happens if there's inclement weather? Your friend doesn't show up, who's your workout partner? And those types of things. What happens if a meeting goes later? Um, and then always try something. And what I mean by this is there's no next best step in this approach. You just need to take any step. Try something. This consistency leads to the habits that we're wanting. And that habit means that we do it even without thinking, that you're going to the gym or whatever you're doing without even thinking. It just become a part of your everyday bit. And these habits then lend itself to being more successful. I wish you the very best new year. Happy Sunday.